again, everyone. Glad you can make it. Thanks for coming back by. Today we've got a new Fuente cigar. We've had a lot of Fuentes we've reviewed here lately. This is the Magnum R. This is the Vitola 52 R for Rosado, and Vitola 52 for the size is 5 by 52. There's how dense it is. New band. If you notice the red ring around the band, undoubtedly for this series could signify Rosado, rose, red, I don't know. But it's a new Fuente band. There, I'll show it to you again. You can inspect it. Looks nice. All right. As I said, 5 by 52. This cigar is made with Rosado leaves, Ecuadorian Sumatra, Ecuadorian sun-grown Sumatra to be exact. And again, here's the cigar. Let's go ahead and give it a try. The big deal about this cigar is it's made with leaves. The wrapper is made with leaves from the lower primings on the plant, so it should be a little milder Rosado than other. The initial flavors, as you see, I've let it get to about a 1/4 inch. We're moving along in the review, but the initial flavors were that typical cinnamon Rosado flavor. It is a milder version of other Rosados that I've had that Fuente's made. There are other flavors involved. Actually, there's leather. The cinnamon is combining with the leather, and you can taste them both in about equal parts. The cinnamon is quite sweet, shows signs of developing richness. There's vanilla. The pepper is very nice. I would say at this point, and I'm early, but this is a fairly mild cigar. I could see it reaching medium bodied, but I wouldn't see it getting much further. The finish is a rather sweet vanilla, which is nice. So this is a little different Rosado that I'm used to by Fuente. So that should give you enough to start with. That's how we're starting off, and so we'll be back here as soon as something else changes or develops. But through all these ramblings, I am about a good 1/2 inch into the cigar. I'm about 1 inch in, and the cinnamon notes are very rich. They're very good. There's the leather now is at the point where it complements the cinnamon richness. It's not equal to it, but it does round it out nicely. Percentage wise, about 66% cinnamon richness and 33% or so leather backing it up. The pepper is very nice. The vanilla is a very creamy, sweet vanilla on the finish. Not a lot of lingering pepper on the finish, but the pepper, let's just say, accentuates the spice of the cinnamon and leather, doesn't overtake it at all. So it's very nice. So that's a rather short update, but the richness of this Rosado is very good. I really enjoyed this. So I'll be back here shortly. Some of you may be wondering how this cigar compares to the 858 Rosado, which I reviewed earlier this year and gave it a very good mark. This is a milder version. This is a milder Rosado cigar. It was both Fuentes, both Rosado wrappers, but this is milder. Not to say it's not flavorful. Very nice, rich flavor in the cinnamon, but it is a milder smoke. Easily could be a morning cigar, first cigar of the day, what have you. Good anytime, but it is milder. Not a knock on the cigar, just a statement. I'm here at about the midpoint, and the same rich cinnamon notes are there. There's some faint vanilla notes. The leather is even less than it was before, but it's still around. Pepper still continues to be nice. Finish really hasn't changed. It's still a creamy vanilla. So the burn has been quite good. It might be a touch off, but it's just very good. So the cigar is going along nicely. A little past the midpoint, and the leather notes are back pretty much even with the cinnamon notes again, which are very rich. Pepper continues to be good. The vanilla finish remains the same. The cigar now is pretty much medium bodied, so it's become took about half of it to achieve that point. So there we are. Should be back to wrap it up here shortly. Well, as you can see, we're down to the end, so I'm going to wrap it up. This has been a very enjoyable cigar. The big difference in this Rosado and like the 858 is this is a mass-produced cigar. They are available anytime. And this cigar was provided by cigarsdirect.com, which has a very good price on these. They were just over $100 a box. So I would suggest you check them out. Now, this cigar wrapped up, medium bodied. The rich cinnamon with leather remained the same. Very faint vanilla, very much vanilla on the finish. Pepper was nice. Very little lingering pepper on the finish, but there is some. All in all, a good cigar. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. For that reason, I'm rating it a 91. The cigar is quite rich. Not quite as overly rich as the Rosado 858, but you're talking about two different cigars, and it's not really fair to compare them. But for those of you who've had those, the 858 Rosado, you probably wonder how it compares. In my opinion, it's a very good cigar, just not quite at that level. I don't believe it was intended to be. But the Vitola 52, 5x52 Magnum R by Fuente, 91. Solid cigar.